Hello, it's Shiptalks Podcast with confidence, where beautifying existence forms our major priority. On today's episode of Shiptalks Podcast, we're going to explore the intricate interplay of personality types and also discover how understanding our temperaments can lead to a greater self-awareness and harmonious connections with other people. Now, history has it that individuals have observed certain patterns in human behaviors and eventually categorized these patterns into distinct temperaments, and each of those temperaments are categorized by unique traits, tendencies, and inclinations. These temperaments eventually shape our perceptions, they shape our motivations, and even our responses to the world around us, because they influence our emotions and even our decision-making process. So right now, if you're curious as to what makes people act the way they do, if you are so eager to deepen your self-awareness and to also improve your relationships with people, then Shiptalks Podcast is the show for you. So grab your seatbelts as we explore and unravel the complexities of human behaviors and also celebrate the rich tapestry of temperaments that makes each of us uniquely human beings. For us to understand temperament, we need to know temperament. So temperament refers to a person's natural behaviors and emotional tendencies, which eventually influences their attitudes, reactions, and interactions with the world. So throughout histories, various theories have eventually been proposed to categorize and understand these human temperaments we're talking about. And one of those well-known models is the 4 temperament model, and it dates back to ancient Greek, but along the line it was eventually modified by the Middle Age. And this model categorizes 4 people into 4 primary temperaments. And we're going to talk about those 4 primary temperaments, starting with the sanguine. Now, who are the sanguines, or who is a sanguine? Now, a sanguine individual is a typically social person. Is so sociable. In fact, they are enthusiastic and very outgoing. They really tend to be so optimistic, they are lively, and they enjoy being around other people. Now, the sanguine individuals often display a positive outlook of life, and they are very quick to adapt to new situations. Wherever they find themselves, in no distant time, they get to adapt. But they, in a way, struggle with being overly impulsive, and they lack focus. Because of how they're so outgoing, they eventually get to lose focus in a way, right? So next we have the cholerics. Now, who are cholerics individuals? Now, the cholerics are individuals who are characterized basically by their determination and high energy level. I love it when people have high energy levels. So they are categorized by their natural tendencies to be leaders. They tend to be so ambitious and they are goal-oriented. Now, choleric people are often seen as very strong-willed and confident. But one of their challenge is that they are prone to impatience and aggressiveness. So that's cholerics for you. Next, we have the melancholic. Now, melancholic individuals are introspective. They are very analytical and they often exhibit deep emotions. They are very thoughtful, creative, and they can be highly detail-oriented. Yes, they can be so detail-oriented. Now, melancholics have a tendency to dwell in negative thoughts and emotions, basically because of their make. And this eventually leads them occasionally into moodiness and self-doubt. Well, that's melancholics for you. Next, we have phlegmatics. Now, those phlegmatics individuals are generally calm, they are composed, they are easy going, they are great and good listeners, and they tend to be diplomatic and patient. Phlegmatic often avoid conflict, like as much as there is conflict, they want to keep off. They prefer to maintain a very peaceful environment, but they may struggle with being overly passive and indecisive. Now, these are basically the 4 temperaments that we have. Now, do you know that while this temperament offers a very useful and robust framework for understanding our personality traits, most people in a great way possess a blend of these multiple temperaments, but this is to varying degrees. Now, it may interest you to know that modern physiology have developed more complex personality model, such as the big 5 personality traits, and these include openness, conceptuousness, extraversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. And this in a great way offers a comprehensive understanding of individual differences. So we don't just have temperaments to deal with, obviously, but temperament is just one aspect of our personalities basically, and its impact on our behaviors can be influenced by other factors like our genetic upbringing and our life experience. Now, this and more will be our subject of discussion in our next episode. In the meantime, just be good.